Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Beyond the Sewing Room. I'm Diane. So today I'm going to be sharing a few different things with you, a few recent makes, a little fabric haul and also some alterations I made to a quilted jacket that I made last year. So last year I did quilt my own denim and made a quilted jacket but found it was too boxy and I wasn't really wearing it, and I did share in a previous video a few ideas that I had for changing that up. So I've done that this week. I've been doing a little bit each day after I finished my work, just had a little play around with it and made a few tweaks, and I will show you that in a moment. That's looking much more wearable now. I've had it on today and I felt much more comfortable in it. It felt much more me. So that'll be getting worn. And then also today I've been out to a fabric shop that is new to me. So it's a fabric shop here in Sheffield and it's called Annie's. And it's on Abbeydale Road, and my good friend Michelle told me about this and said I really needed to take a look. So we're hoping to get a trip together, the two of us as well, sometime soon, but I thought I'd have a look today. It's my husband's day off. Not really his thing, but he very graciously came along with me, and I've been there, had a look, I bought a few fabrics. I'm going to show you and explain my plans for those, and also I've got some fabric here which is another piece that I need to make up in the coming weeks. So let's get started, and first of all I'm going to show you what I did with the denim jacket. Now I've practically remade it. The amount of unpicking I've done over these past few days, I thought I'd just shorten it and it'd be okay, but no, I've changed lots, so I'm going to show you that now. I'm just going to pick it up. So I'll see if I can find my image to insert here what it was like. So it was long and the pockets were quite low down as well. And I made it from a Abbeydale sort of straight cardigan style. And then I added a collar, added a zip, added a lining. So nothing like what the pattern intended. So I sort of did my own tweak on it and thought, oh yeah, love this. But then I put it on, and with me being I'm a very thin frame myself anyway, I just felt like I looked like a pillar in it, just straight. It came well past my hips and there was just no shape to it, and it's not like the kind of things I usually wear. And every time I wore it I just felt ugh in it, which seems such a shame because I spent a lot of time quilting the denim and I spent a lot of time getting the jacket really nice, finishing it off really nice. So I thought I've got to do something with this, it'd be such a shame not to. So, and somebody else, I forgot who it was, also did pick up on the collar. Now, it wasn't meant to have a collar on it, it was just a round neck, saying that it looked, I think the wording used was unbalanced, but I think it did hang low because it was meant to be just an edge-to-edge low collar, not collar, an edge-to-edge neckline, round neckline, and then I decided to add sort of a fake stand-up collar on it, which meant I made it to the size it was, which meant it came to here. So I've taken that up a bit on the shoulders, so that's one thing that I've altered, so that this sits higher. So just thank you for pointing that out as well, because we don't always spot these things ourselves, and it is useful to know. I'm going to show you it on in a moment. So that comes up higher now, and I was going to take the whole thing off, but I've done that here at the shoulder points. I've also taken up the sleeves a little bit, just a little bit. I had to completely take out the zip and then take off about this much, because that's how much I've taken off at the bottom. Not sure of the exact measurement, but I cut off a huge chunk and then refinished the top of the zip so that I could reuse it. So that meant taking all of that out and unpicking all these stitches. I've taken off a huge chunk off the bottom, and I had to completely take off the pockets to move them up to their new location. So that meant unpicking them all and then sewing them back on again. So that was something else. And then when I'd done all that, I tried it on and thought, it's still looking too boxy for me. So I've shaped the side seam slightly as well, so that it's got a better sort of silhouette to it. So it's a little bit more fitted now, rather than just a boxy shape. So it's completely different to what I originally intended. But as I said, I've had it on and I do much prefer it now. So I'm going to put it on now and show you, and you can let me know in the comments whether you preferred it before, or you like it better now, or you still hate it. I don't know. Let me know either way. I don't mind. So I'm going to pop it on now and show you. So here it is now. Hope you can see me clearly because the camera's just gone dark and I don't know why. So it's got more of a shape going here. So I've tapered it in and out again here at the sides. As you can see, I've taken off a huge chunk off the bottom, moved up the pockets, put the zip back in, altered the collar. So the collar is a little bit higher now because it sort of came to here before. Taken up the sleeves. I'll zip it up so you can see a little better. I think I always end up wearing a high neck top when I try this on. I don't know why. Seems to be a bit of a coincidence. So that's what it looks like zipped up. So what do you think? Better? I think it's much better like this. It really feels like something I'll wear more often than before, because before it did just feel like a straight up and down, just meh. So yeah, I'm happy with it anyway. Now also this week the past week, I made my husband some trousers for his birthday. So I bought him a couple of things and I wanted to make him some trousers, some work trousers, because I'd made a suit for a work project and I made the trousers, the waistcoat and the jacket. And the size that I did the waistcoat and the jacket, my son modelled it for me, and it looked really nice and we were really pleased with it. And my husband said, if you make the trousers, maybe you could do them to my size and then we can see. So the pattern worked really well for him. He really liked the style of them. So those trousers weren't for him, they were going along with the sample, but because we knew they fit so well, I ordered some more fabric and I made them for his birthday, and he wanted black ones because he already has some grey ones and he really likes them and he's wore them this week, so I'm really pleased about that because he already has some shirts that I've made him and sweatshirts and things. But these are the trousers. Oops. So these are the trousers. So they've got these welt pockets, front, and some nice little lining to the inside and on the pockets. So basically just a straight leg, like trouser, with crease down the front. But I'll insert the pattern here so that you can see. But it's really nice if you need like a suit for a special occasion or anything like that. You need to make one for somebody or you need to make one for yourself. Really good pattern. Enjoyed making it. It's very in depth for the jacket and the waistcoat. Something that you'd need to spread over a number of sessions of making. But yeah, the trouser part of it, I think we will just use again and again. But yeah, the suit, I really felt it was a really lovely make. So that was my husband's trousers. Now onto the fabric. So today, as I said, I've been to Annie's on Abbeydale Road. Lovely shop, lovely friendly staff. I know I'll be going again because it was such a beautiful little shop, a real hidden gem. So if you're around Sheffield or the Sheffield area and you've not heard of it, Abbeydale Road, you need to check it out. It's really nice. All kinds of fabric, craft fabric, there was upholstery, dressmaking. It was unbelievable really. From the front it looked quite small, but very big inside. So that's where I've been today. Now, fabrics that I've chosen are not what I usually go for because I'm trying to tone things down and add more plain things to my wardrobe because I've just got lots and lots of prints and patterns and things that don't really go. And also, I do find sometimes, because I'm attracted by all the bold prints and everything, you end up with sort of not very cohesive wardrobe, and also sometimes you don't want to reach for those things because, I don't know, maybe it's not a special occasion or it's not the day for it or whatever. And I know we can wear bright things anytime, but sometimes you just want certain clothes, and I find I've never got those day-to-day clothes because I've always just got a wardrobe full of wild dresses and things like that. So I did feel I need to be a little bit more sensible in my fabric choices. And also I've looked at the coming trends. I don't normally go for trends, but the coming trends for sort of spring are in certain colours and plains and things. So I'm going to give it a go at just turning it down for a little while and see how I go for reaching for my clothes, and hopefully it will help. So this is what I've bought. Now a few of these are remnants, so it's always good when you can grab a remnant, isn't it? And I was looking for the specific things anyway, but I noticed all the remnants were laid out on the side with prices on, and some of them were just what I was looking for, so that was brilliant. So one of them was this sort of cocky green denim. Now I know this colour is in and I like denim anyway, so I thought this was great. So this piece is 1 metre, so it's 1 metre piece. Now I'll easily get a sort of small straight skirt out of that, or failing that, if I didn't want to do that, I thought I could maybe do a sort of small denim top type thing with maybe silver or gold buttons and little pockets and very short sleeves. That's something that I thought of. Either one of those would go out of that. So can you see the shade if I hold it and it doesn't go crazy? So that's the first one. So I was really pleased with that. How much should I pay for that? Let me see. £12. £12 for that one, so I thought that was really good. I went specifically wanting some ivory or cream jersey for a little top. So not just a plain round neck t-shirt. I'm thinking a short sleeve t-shirt, but either sort of v-neck with some kind of detail here, or a polo shirt kind of neck, because that's another thing that seems to be coming fashions, and I do like that kind of style anyway. So some sort of V but with detail, or a small polo type collar. One of those. I haven't quite made my decision yet, but that's what I bought this for, and this is lovely super soft cotton jersey. So that's this one. I know I'm going to be wanting a few sort of white or cream ivory type tops. I haven't got nowhere near enough of those, and I need them to go with things. So I've seen a few different things that I've got plans for, and I will share them with you in the coming months. But they're things that I need for throughout the year that I'm lacking. So that's going to be the first of one of those. Then I found another remnant, this time in this nice black denim. Great, again, this is going to be another skirt. Not sure which one I'm going to use for this, but this one is only 70 centimetres. So I know that sounds ambitious, but it's not going to be a big skirt, it's going to be a small one. So there will be enough there for me. And I do tend to manage to fit things out of small pieces quite often, because things like facings, you can always use something different. The backs of, if you put button plackets up the front, you can use something different on the back. The same with the waistband. So there's lots of ways that you can sort of save fabric there. So that's what's going to become of that one. It's going to be a skirt, that one. Okay, so that's the next one. And then I did want to make myself some more jeans. And this piece, there was only just enough on the roll. It was actually a little bit less than I thought, but I held it up to myself. I'm going to get some jeans out of this easy. And this is a nice deep blue. So I wanted the deep blue. I've already got some nice wide leg ones that I made last year, which are in a really pale blue for the summer. So I wanted a dark pair as well. So I'm going to be making a pair in this one, and I will show you the pattern in a future video what I intend to use for this one. So that's just regular dark, what do we say, indigo denim for that. So that is what I spent, or rather what I bought in Annie's shop, and then just one little packet with one gold button in, and I added up for a sew-on button for my jeans because I seem to have dreadful luck with the hammer-on ones and waste an awful lot of them. So I have used them on a few things, and I do prefer to sew them on. So that's that. Then this next piece of fabric that I've got to show you is going to be for my brand ambassador piece for Minerva this month. And this one is a cotton lawn, and I saw this on somebody else's make made up and just loved it. So when I saw that this was available, I thought I'll get some of this. This is not plain, this is flowery, and it's beautiful. So it's a navy background, all these beautiful flowers all over it, and there's ladybirds, butterflies. I just love it. So that is a really wild design, not at all like the other plain things that I've gone for, but beautiful. So I had intended on making a dress when I chose this one for this month, and I think I probably still will make a dress because that's what I've ordered enough for. But the dress that I was going to make had quite a few frills on it, and now looking at the fabric and the amount going on with the fabric, I do think it might be just a little bit too much if I have this really overly frilly dress and then this really overly floral fabric with the two. I think it just might be just too much. So I think I'm going to have another think. So the dress that I was going to do that I had in mind was the Liberty Alexa frill dress, which I made quite recently for a project. Now that one wasn't for me, and I did think, oh, I'll make this again. But now I'm thinking maybe that dress, because it's got a lot going on, a lot of detail, needs to be in a plain fabric rather than this floral. So I think I'm going to have to rethink this. I'll let you know what I do with it. But for now, I'm undecided. I need to have another think about that over the weekend. So, lots of things to be making. I've been getting a lot of my ideas for things that I want to make over the coming seasons from an online shop that I've just recently discovered thanks to another YouTube person who I follow. And she's nothing to do with sewing, it's something completely different, but she does like this shop and I love her style. And just from hearing that a few of her things were from there, I went on and had a look, and it's Sezanne, and I'd never heard of that until a few months ago. And I just love everything that they sell, everything. Just such gorgeous pieces of clothing. Now, I don't tend to buy my clothing, I make it. So usually I wouldn't just go for exactly the same kind of thing. But there are quite a few things that I want to straight up copy because they're just so beautiful and they look so nice. A few of the things look very similar to things I've made before in terms of trousers and some of the skirt shapes, and a lot of the t-shirt and dress shapes are shapes that I do like anyway. So I think I've just been looking at fabric, content, colour, things like that, and details. So I've jotted down a couple of tops that I like the look of. There is a really beautiful blouse that's got a few different elements going on. So the detail is all in the fabric and the construction of it rather than any colour. So it's an ivory blouse and it's got broderie anglaise, it's got plain cotton, it's got a different type of lace and lots of detail going on. And I've done myself a little diagram of that. I think I'm going to try and recreate something similar, not exactly the same, something similar to that. So that's one idea. I've also seen a beautiful black dress on there that I really like the shape of. So I'll be making that. And also a couple of the t-shirt shapes are giving me a little bit of inspiration. So if you've not had a look on there, it's very expensive, but the clothing is just so gorgeous. I think it is massively helped as well by the stunning models that they have on there. So obviously none of us are going to look like, well, maybe you do, maybe you look like a stunning model. Some people may look like the people in the pictures, but I think we have to be realistic. A lot of us don't, but the clothes are really lovely. So do take a look. So that's Sezanne. Great for inspiration, for having a look at what looks nice together and what kind of shapes like you want to make and things like that. So that's where I'm getting a few ideas from. Oh, and I very nearly forgot, which I always do, is people often ask what I'm wearing and I forget to mention it. So today I'm wearing the Freya top, and this is in a rib stretch fabric. It's not a jersey, I forgot the composition, it's a knit anyway. So this is a rib, the Freya top, long sleeved, and on the bottom I'm wearing this skirt which I made in a previous video. I shared this, it's Birder style 6252, and I made it in black, and it's basket weave. So you'll have seen this skirt when I stood up to try my jacket on. So that's that. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts on the denim jacket and my fabric purchases for today. And I'll be back soon with some more sewing for you. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.